Do you know what it feels like not to be in the know, not to know where something is heading, or not having a voice for what you believe in? The country, state, and our future world is going down a path where we may not know what's going to happen. This is the reason that our country has a democratic society. Us as the people have a right to be able to vote and change the future on how we choose for it to be to best fit our needs. Here are a few items from Altamed on why voting is important. Here is why every vote counts and why we all have the right to vote. There are important decisions that we can make for the future of our country and our state. That is why every vote matters. It is the right of every American citizen over the age of 18 to vote for what they believe in. Each and every one of us hold the power to change the future based on how we see it fit. According to this BuzzFeed article, there are many other reasons to vote other than choosing the president. Whether it's standing up for issues that you have to deal with, like affordable housing, justice in the economy, protection in your city and state, or changing the education to how you see fit, or completely changing the authority that leads our country. We are all able to make these changes. Just because there may not be a big giant election going on to change the president for our country, the midterm elections are just as important. Voting at the midterm elections can change things that you may not like, or you may not even know about these certain laws, states, and community leaders, and a lot of other things that you have the power to change. Each person has their own opinion and beliefs on where this country needs to head. This is another reason why voting is so important. Every single U.S. citizen has the opportunity to share their rightful voice and vote for what they believe in. I know way too many people who don't vote because they don't think their votes are going to matter in the end. But really, every single vote matters. You could be the one vote that wins the election for the side you want, but if you don't vote, then the election could go down a dark path that you could have changed. This country's destiny completely lies in the hands of the people. It's up to every man and woman over the age of 18 to share their voice and make these important decisions that need to be made. Another reason to vote is how the government spends your money through taxes that you pay. Every single person in the United States spends money on taxes, whether you like it or not. You as an individual have the right to know and control what you're spending all this tax money on. The only way you can control this is by voting on who you want to control the tax funds. But if you don't vote and say who you want to lead, there's no hope in gaining what you want. But if for some strange reason you decide not to vote, there will be consequences. Not necessarily direct consequences to you, but things will happen that you may or may not be liking. The Constitution gives each and every person the right to vote, but it doesn't say anything about what would happen if you don't vote. That means that voting is an unspoken rule and responsibility for every citizen. If you don't vote, then you don't have a choice or say on anything that's about to happen, to what you may know and what you may love. That president you may like leading the country, if you don't vote, there's a chance he won't get that second term election you believe he deserves, and someone much worse may become the leader of our country. Let's just say you didn't vote, and that's all on you. So you may like how strong the economy is holding up right now, or you may like how little your expenses may be on real estate, food items, or living expenses. Now imagine a place where this all goes away. There's always a possibility that any of this can happen if you choose not to vote. Or anything could happen, or of course anything could happen in today's day or age. But if you don't stand up and share your voice on that little slip of paper, then you don't have a say on what's going to happen. You may hear all these people complaining about the current state of the way the country and economy may be going down. But did you know that close to half these people didn't really vote? According to an article from NPR, out of the 257 million people who were eligible to vote in the 2020 president election, only 62% of them actually voted. I don't know about you, but that seems a little odd. I hear people every day complain about what's going on in the country right now, and that there's a very high chance that that person didn't share their voice to make a difference about it. I've always been told that I have my own opinion and I can make a change if I don't like something. That goes for everyone. So if you don't vote, then in my opinion, you shouldn't be complaining about what may be going on, good or bad. So you can either voice your opinion or deal with these consequences that you might not like. Next time you're sitting on the couch around your house, scrolling through social media or watching the news, and you hear the elections are happening soon, think about the difference you can make. I don't know what you may believe in or what you may think needs to be changed, but if you want these changes to happen, then you better check those little boxes on that slip of paper or on that big screen. Every man or woman citizen over 18 can make these changes. If you have the chance to change the destiny and the path of your country, state, and community, so please vote to change what you believe in.